life. We quote it all the time, Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the thoughts that I think towards you, saith the Lord, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end. Now, if God would just have said at the beginning of that verse, Sister April, for I know the thoughts that I think towards you, then we will have a reason to doubt God, because when we get into something, we wouldn't know if God was thinking bad of us or not. If he would just said, for I know the thoughts that I think towards you, and left it right there, when we got in the middle of a storm, we would think that God wasn't thinking very highly of us. But he gave us an understanding of the type of thoughts that he thinks towards us. He said, my thoughts are of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end. So when I get in the middle of a storm, even though all hell is breaking loose, I know God's thoughts towards me is peace. You may not think good of me, but God thinks something good of me. Now it's early in the message, so let me drop it right through him prophetically and decree and declare to a few of y'all that would catch this in the house, and about 20 of y'all who watching me online, that if you would catch this all together as well, this year we'll still have a God expected end. This year we'll still have a God expected in. Well, let's pull it on in a little closer. We about to come out of another month. This month, we'll have a God expected in. Before I transition further into the rest of this year, I decree and declare that this year gonna end up the way God expected it to end up. I know it's a pandemic. I don't care if November we don't get a new president. It's still gonna have a God expected. I wish I had some believers who have an understanding. When God thinks good towards me, I don't care what man is thinking, it's still going to work out in my favor, because all things work together for the good of them that love God and are called according to his purpose. It's going to have a God expected end. So I dare 15 of y'all lay hands on yourself and pull that prophetic word into your own house and say, this year, my house will have a God expected end. For I know the thoughts that I think towards you, thoughts that are good and not of evil, to give you an expected end. In other words, I'm going to have a God out